Playing the 100th test for your country is an incredible feeling. All of us, when we are young kids playing in the compounds of our house or in the maidans anywhere where we begin our careers, we dream of playing for India. And then after playing for India, when you come to the 100th test, it's an incredible feeling. It's also a feeling of happiness. It's a feeling of satisfaction, because what you want to do when you play for your country is to play for your country successfully, not make just 1 or 2 appearances. And reaching the 100th test match obviously means that you have played for the country very, very successfully. It's a feeling where so many thoughts come into your mind of when you started as a kid, of the problems that you encountered, because that is what a career is always. No career is a smooth career. There will always be, highs and lows. How you cope with the highs, how you deal with the lows, those are the things that go through your mind on the eve of the match, particularly on the eve of the match. Then you focus on the game the next day. Then you plan. If you're a batsman, then you're planning your innings. You're mentally preparing yourself. And then when you actually enter the field, and then there is the ovation of the crowd, it's a feeling that is so hard to describe. And that is, I think, what Virat Kohli will feel when he enters the Mohali ground, the IS Bindra Stadium. That is what he'll feel, whether he's fielding or whether he's going out to bat. The crowd will lift him up. That is what crowds do, and particularly if it's a home crowd, the crowd will lift him up. The crowd, everybody in that crowd will be willing, wanting him to get 100, get a century in his 100th test match. And that's what all of us who played the game for India, those who also haven't played, wish that for him as well. His has been an incredible journey. I remember him making his debut in the West Indies in 2011. And even there, you could see the fire in him, because he was playing against Fidel Edwards, who was probably at that stage the quickest bowler in the game, with that round, slingy action. And he could get that, and he wasn't very tall, so he had that surprise bouncer. And there were a couple of occasions that he was a bit late on the shot, and Fidel Edwards had followed through. And of course, West Indians hardly ever speak anything, but he was giving him the stare. And Kohli was making his debut, and he was, through his helmet, giving him a kiss, pursing his lips and giving him a kiss. Now, to provoke a fast bowler takes something special. And that's what we've seen over the years. How he is one of the very, very rare batsmen in the world who likes to actually sledge the bowlers. Batsmen don't take that chance, because they know that one mistake and they're going to be back in the pavilion. They want to focus everything on what the next ball is going to be. But Kohli has been different. He likes to goad the bowlers on. He likes to get under their skin. In that way, he's a bit like Javed Miandad. Javed Miandad was also something like that, who would want to get under the bowler's skin. So his progress has been phenomenal. The consistency with which he has played, apart from that little blip in 2014 in England, the consistency which he has scored his hundreds, reeling them off with ease, with style, with grace, with power. So the 100th test and beyond should be just more and more of the same. On the eve of the test match, there's a feeling of excitement. There's a feeling of anticipation of what is going to happen the next day. There will, of course, be possibly a team meeting where the team will decide on the tactics. Obviously, the batting group will be different, the bowling group will be different, but there will be discussion on team tactics for the game that is happening. But even as that is going on, as a batsman, you are planning your innings. You're planning what you should be doing tomorrow, what you should not be doing because you don't want to get out, what you must be doing so that you want to score runs. These are all the thoughts that are there on the eve of the match. And even as you finished your dinner and you want to go to sleep, that will be at the back of your mind. Sleep might not be easy. It never is. When you're playing for your country on the eve of a test match, it never is easy sleep. And particularly if you're going to be playing the 100th Test match the next day, it's not going to be that easy. But he's done it before and he knows what it is. And everybody in the country, outside his millions of fans, in the stadium, they will be willing him to get a really big one. A big one to celebrate the 100th appearance and take India to a win.